taking the brush and burning the brush. My father has an outdoor fire pit.
My dad was in the hospital for several months. He was in an accident at work. He was on a power line and fell, and he was electrocuted.
We were on an air taxi run down to the casinos in Atlantic City.
And I poured gasoline, the wind caught it, the whole thing exploded.
I was an electrical worker and very badly burned, over 65% of my body.
We were high, fast, and landed very long at Bridgeport and collided with the blast fence that was at the end of the runway.
I stripped myself and just had them douse water on me.
The plane was on fire within 10 seconds. I thought it was all over at that point.
I was conscious throughout the accident, and I was read my last rites.
The EMT in the ambulance kept telling me to hang in there. He says, hang in there, Bridgeport, 2 minutes.
When I got into the ambulance, I said, my airway is fine. Just take me to Bridgeport Hospital.
The next thing I remember, I woke up exactly one month later in the Bridgeport burn unit.
The ideas for the burn center started in 1973. There was an explosion in a chemical plant in Stratford, and there were 6 people who were very badly burned, and they were taken to Bridgeport Hospital. The chief of surgery was Dr. Andrew J. Panettiere, and he had the vision to start the burn center.
He was aware that it requires a very special type of treatment, which the hospital at that time didn't have.
You know, he decided that it would be a good time for us to open a burn center. Bridgeport Hospital actually is one of the first 10 burn centers started in the United States.
The only burn center in the state of Connecticut.
So with the helicopter use that we have, it can bring patients from all over the tri-state area to Bridgeport Hospital.
We receive patients from Rhode Island, from New York, obviously from Connecticut.
And then we provide the best care that we could possibly have, meeting all of the highest standards from the American Burn Association.
There was never a tremendous investment in developing burn care and burn recovery. That's really happening in fairly recent years.
Burns affect every aspect of the patient. Pain-wise, they're very painful.
Burn care is a multidisciplinary type of care. What we're going to do is we're going to move into the 21st century in the renovation and provide a private, clean, and very functional space for each of the patients.
The renovations address the whole patient experience. They focus on creating a safer environment through work on the elevator that will allow patients to be more safely transported to our operating room for procedures as well as to radiology. They address renovations to our nurses station, which will just enable nurses and other practitioners to care for patients in a nicer environment and with less distractions.
One of the things that we are supporting is the renovation of a suite or hotel room within the burn center where a family of a patient being treated can stay so they can be close to the loved one.
Patients need family support. Can't overemphasize the importance of that.
The suite is going to allow patients' families to be able to stay here and be comfortable in their stay. Right now, they're either sleeping in a chair in the room or in here in the lounge. We get critical patients that will come in, and the family will absolutely be here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The renovation to a family room at Bridgeport Hospital would be wonderful. To have your family there is everything.
Our firefighters across the state of Connecticut has supported the Connecticut Burn Center for many years through various fundraising efforts.
I started with a few other fellas a golf tournament, and over the course of the 23 years of the tournament, we've given probably about $110,000 to the burn unit.
And we also do other types of fundraisers. We went to our members and started kind of a pilot program and asked everybody to give $2 a paycheck to help the expansion of the hospital for the suite. We're looking to gain on that and grow into the rest of the state and try and get the rest of the guys on board.
After I saw a video on Christmas of my dad and what my mom and dad both went through, I wanted to do something. So I went to Stop and Shop and set up a little booth. People came in and gave money, and I cut out bunnies and eggs for the Easter theme, and people wrote little messages on them. I hung those in the walls of Bridgeport Hospital. I bought DVD players and several DVDs, and I also had the idea of making calendars.
At the time I was there, we didn't have a room to do physical therapy in. So I put the money towards that.
They would tell us every year whether our donations went to a burn bed or to nurses training or whatever specifics that our monies went to, and that was huge in getting back to our donors as to where our money was going to, and that their $50, their $100, their $150 donation was 100% went to the burn unit.
It's important to support this fundraising effort because our members are directly involved along with the general public. I'd like to take this opportunity on behalf of each and every firefighter across the state of Connecticut to thank all those who contributed. Again, no matter how small or how large, we appreciate everyone's effort.
Very comforting to know that if you sustain a burn injury, you're going to be treated at a facility that is the most modern and up-to-date facility available in the area that's also an accredited facility.
And it's only going to get better, but it's not going to get better without our help.
We don't see a lot of people after we help them in their time of need, and they end up at this place, and by helping produce funds for the burn center, we know they're in good hands, and we've helped that much more after the fact.
Firefighters, EMTs, paramedics, they're all part of the burn team because they're the first on the scene. They're the ones who are seeing the story, bringing the story to us.
To be part of the burn center team to me is amazing. And it's amazing to be able to see people come in with a large injury or a small injury, but you get to see them come in from this traumatic state and get better and go home and go back to their life.
For a long time I donated to the burn center, and I'll continue to donate to the burn center because they saved my life. I mean, of all the places I went, certainly Bridgeport's is family.
Made me really think how grateful we all should be that my father's even alive, because I know most people wouldn't survive that, and I owe Bridgeport Hospital my dad's life.
The burn center gave me my life back. I have 5 kids, and if I couldn't come home to them, I don't know what they would have done.
I'm really delighted to have this opportunity to say a few words about the Connecticut Burn Center at Bridgeport Hospital. This is an extraordinary facility, really world-class, that provides critical medical services to people in Connecticut and people beyond. Modernizing this unique facility will help advance its important mission of providing high-quality care to burn victims and their families. I'm pleased to know that the renovations underway will take this already world-class facility and make it even better. I want to particularly thank Pete Carosa and all my friends who are Connecticut firefighters who remain noteworthy partners in this project for Bridgeport Hospital. So I thank Bridgeport Hospital, its administration, doctors, and staff for their hard work in making the Connecticut Burn Center at Bridgeport Hospital such an outstanding facility for our community and beyond. Thank you. God bless you. Good luck.
We cannot accomplish our ambitious goal of a $1.5 million improvement to the Connecticut Burn Center without the help and without the assistance of everybody in the community we serve. Every gift, every donation, regardless of size, contributes to our goal of $1.5 million. And so I welcome it from the local community store, from the salons, from the firefighters, from businesses, and from individuals. Everyone can contribute. Every dollar helps to get us to maintaining our reputation and the standard of care that we've come to enjoy for years.